Well, there's a better understanding of fundamentals, marching and playing music. I think that the demand and the challenge of the multitasking with marching and music has become a lot stronger as we progress through the season. First of all, it's fun to be part of something that you see the growth from beginning to end, beginning of the season, from day one of band camp to that final competition that we have. You see the growth, so it's something that gives you a strong sense of accomplishment. It helps you become more aware of what other people can contribute to something bigger than you, and you also figure out what you can contribute. So it's becoming something that's bigger than you, and learning how to contribute to something to make it into a great thing for not only for the students but for the school and for the community. What have I learned? I learned that patience can come in all types of shapes and forms and things like that. So I feel like the patience that I've learned for certain students and abilities to learn a certain thing, just got to let some things slide and let the student learn versus really push them to get it, quick, even though the students really push themselves. So I just learned a batch of patience to my list of things.
Well, I would say that marching band really taught me that there are limits that you can push yourselves to that you didn't even know were there. When I was a freshman, I thought that marching band was really, really difficult. My second day I passed out, and I remember thinking that it was way too hard to do. But then I stuck with it, and then I signed up for a second year, and then I signed up for a third year, and then fourth year I became drum major. So there are lines that you don't even know are there, and if you just push through it, it's all going to end up well. Honestly, a big part of marching band is making sure that you always have a smile on your face and that you're always really energetic for it, because you can make it whatever you want it to be. You can make it great, or you can make it kind of a bummer. Smile through it, it can be whatever you want it to be. Well, a part of it's a little difficult because you have to just experience it to see what works with your schedule. I really struggled with it as an underclassman to balance it all with a couple practices a week and then practicing outside. And then, especially as an upperclassman taking harder classes, it was definitely difficult to juggle it. But after a while, you work out a system. You figure out that you need to work on band at a certain time, and then you need to separate your school life into a different time. Because if you leave one behind, then you'll fall behind. That's never good. So you just have to make sure to schedule it out. I have a calendar I update religiously, and I check it every single week. Well, I think that people don't know what to expect when going into marching band. You get all of these freshmen that think that this is super easy, it's just band, and then they realize that it's a little more than that. And you can definitely see them grow, not only as musicians, but as people too. And you can see that from day one in July to the last day in October. It's just such a big difference to see how mature and how awesome these people are now. They're not just strangers that you kind of sort of know, they're part of your family. Well, at first I actually didn't want to be drum major. I was actually thinking about quitting the band when I was a sophomore because, like I said, scheduling was a little difficult. But I stuck with it because I really enjoyed the people, and I thought that they were pretty awesome. Like I've said, I consider them a part of my family. And I was thinking about just going forward as first chair clarinet. That's what I've done for 4 years. But then my friend Allie, the first flute, she asked me to be drum major, and she said that she thought I'd be good at it. And I said no. She asked again the next month. I said no again. It wasn't until, I want to say, March of last year that I decided it was actually something I wanted to go for, because like I said, I really enjoy these people, and I thought that it could be fun to be in a leadership position, to be able to spend more time with them, and to be able to make that experience, band itself, a bigger part of my life. And that's when I really dove in all the way. I started doing bake sales to fundraise. I made hoodies and sweatpants so that we could fundraise a little more. And then in July, I went to DMA, the Drum Major Academy, where we learned not only how to conduct, but also how to be leaders. And then in band camp, all of us that were auditioning for it, the candidates, we conducted in front of the band so that Dolph could see how we fit. And then I believe he chose us based off of skill level, as well as just people's opinions after that, just to see if we were a good fit for it.
Just this year, it's a lot. I've learned how to play different rhythms and different rhythms than I've played before. And also now I'm a section leader, so I've kind of learned how to be a better leader for my group of people.
Band.
It's so much fun, and we're like a big giant family. We do stuff together all of the time. and they're some of the greatest people I've ever met in marching band. They're just sweet, and everybody cares about each other and is always there for each other.
So,
It is very time consuming with all the practices we have, and then our group has sectionals outside of practice and the competitions, and there's just a lot of effort that has to go in it. Plus you have to practice outside of practice. You can't use only practice time. You need to work on memorizing it and learning how to play it well outside of practice, which probably takes some time for some people.